And we are live. Welcome to the Monumental Monetization Masterclass. I'm Dee Collins, the creator of Success Creation Academy, Inc., and I've gathered 8 world-class mentors to provide you with information that can lead to a business transformation for message magnification, mission maximization, and monumental monetization. Please stay until the end of the talk for information on how to receive your free gift for attending, as well as how you can gain access to the replay of this event. Put all distractions aside because you are not going to want to miss one morsel of this tasty talk. I abbreviate the name of the summit as MMM because the information in it is good. And we have had quite a day, but the day isn't over yet because I am about to have on one of the most phenomenal people I know. Her name is Toni Kaufman. She is the CEO of KDDM Inc. And when it comes to marketing and bringing your inner celebrity out, she is the go-to authority in her niche. She can make you iconic while putting you on TV, which is where your business needs to be. And not only is Toni going to talk to us about going from Web Summit to TV show in 90 days, and not only is she my friend, I consider her my sister. Welcome to the call, Toni.
Hey, Dee. God, I'm so glad that you're the one saying the MMMMMMMMM.
I can't believe I haven't messed it up yet today. And every time I get to that point, I'm like, okay, brain, make all of the things go in the right order, and
Your brain works much better than mine.
Oh my goodness.
Out of the 70s.
Well, I am so super excited about the things that you're going to share with us today. Every time I talk to you, we talk almost every day, even if it's just through Facebook Messenger. So, but it's like every time you open your mouth, you're like pouring riches into me because you're like, this. What have you not done, woman? You have done everything in the world. And I'm just like, Toni knows everything. And every time I get to a point where I'm like, I don't know what to do, or I can't figure out something, like, I call Toni. I know Toni Kaufman. So welcome to everybody out there. You definitely have a treat in store for you. But before we get into the meat of things, I just want Toni to basically just give us an introduction. Just tell us, who is Toni Kaufman? Tell us who you are, and what you do. We're going to save, a little bit of the deeper stuff for a few minutes, but just now to give us an introduction.
Thanks, Dee. Well, I pretend to work. You're right. I have done television. I have done casting. I have done production. I've had some fun. I helped, after my dad passed, I took over his insurance agency. So I did some of that. But the fun stuff is, and the stuff that you and I know about, is that basically I was raised in movie theaters and swimming pools. And what I mean by that is my mom used to rent, we had a theater in McAllen, Texas called El Mexico, and that had Spanish movies. And then she had the Rex in Mission, Texas, that had English movies. And then we had the Buckhorn Drive-In that had a combination kind of both, but mainly English.
It's a family of entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I keep telling people, with my dad having a restaurant, Tony's Cafe in Mission, which is still there, I believe, and then the insurance agency, and then my mom's art shop, and then the motion pictures, the movie theaters, and then of course the swimming pool. I grew up knowing that all my heroes were entrepreneurs. And that was the best way to put it. Is, even before that, my grandmother was a pharmacist in Pecos, Texas, and my grandfather was a doctor. So, and that's just on my mom's side, and on my dad's side, I believe his father, I never got to meet him, was a butcher. And of course, my grandmother had, back then they used to have 101 kids, but she was the sweetest. Actually, I really owe every way that I think and I try to be, I owe it to my daddy's mom. And that was Mama Polly. And she was the one person that that no matter how long it took between the time you came to see her last and the next time. I mean, the door was wide open. You had the biggest hugs. She had pan de polvo, the cute little Christmas cookies. So she always made you feel like you were the only person alive. And it was just really, and she was always so glad to see you. So I decided a long time ago that that's how my house was going to be. It was open door, lots of love, no judgment. And I thank God for that, because I really do feel that that's why we've been blessed with big houses, is because the door's always open and there's always kids in town that need us.
I'm coming to your house, Toni. Get my room ready now. Well, my daughter lives in Houston, so, I already have a reason to come there, and she probably won't let me stay with you too many days, but yeah, get my room ready. And it's funny because the very first time that Toni and I met, we actually met online, and we ended up going to an event in Vancouver, and we shared a room together. That's when we were in the penthouse.
In the penthouse at the Vancouver hotel.
See,
Had a blast.
immediately, I had never been to the penthouse until I met this woman. And the first time I met her, I'm in the penthouse.
Hey, go for it all or don't go at all.
I know.
I feel the same way in Vegas.
Yes. Oh, yes. We're going to, we can't tell everybody all our secrets.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see it online.
Our secret formula, right?
I'll check in from the airport, and I'll check in when I get to.
Just look for my name in the limo, guys.
Yes. Well, and it's funny because if we had time, we're not going to have time this time in Vegas, but the last time that I went, we did the helicopter ride at night over the Strip.
Oh,
and
my.
then we had a stretch limo ride to the helicopter.
We should do that again.
Yeah.
I used to do that whenever that's how I saw DC, and I used to travel alone a lot. But I remember being in the back of a limo, and everywhere we would go, I would rent a limo for 2 hours at night and then have them drive to all the sites so I could see everything, the Lincoln Memorial, everything. And like your own private tour with your own private bottle of wine, you know what? For the $200 or $300 that cost, well worth it.
Hey, is there anybody out there listening that wants to go with us and ride in the limo? Put it in the chat. Put limo in the chat.
Limo in the chat.
The more the merrier. So, but you were talking about, the drive-in.
Van saying limo. We'll give you the dates.
Did you guys have a limo service too? But you've done so many things, and you're so diversified and so well-rounded that it's actually easier to say what you haven't done than to say what you have done. What are these guitars? Is that the Beatles back there?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I've been in love with Paul McCartney since I think 1964. So, but they are the reason that I learned how to play the guitar. Other than my sister and my brother, who also played the guitar. My sister was fabulous. She even took concert guitars. I just play. I learned how to play on the Beatles albums because that was like one of the only song books that would come, and on the top of all the lyrics would be the little frets where you put your fingers. So basically, I learned Beatles songs by learning where and how to change the frets and the chords on the guitar. So I know all of that. But what you're looking at there, quite honestly, is actually this little baby right here is the replica of Paul's Gretsch.
Woo! That is beautiful.
It's a beautiful guitar.
Oh, don't ever let my son see that.
Right there, you're seeing the 12-string Fender over by the wall. That's an Alvarez concert, and then you got the Taylor concert. The little brown one back there is the most expensive guitar in the house. I collect classical guitars because that's what I'm leaving to all my grandkids. So I've got 11 grandkids, so I've got 3 more guitars to collect.
Okay, so we're going to help you collect them. And I'm going to be working with Toni on a 3-day live event that we're going to be doing in Houston in February of 2020. And I want you to bring one of those guitars to the event and play something for us
Oh, absolutely.
from the
Yeah.
stage.
As long as you do karaoke, and I've heard you at karaoke. Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Listen, I've got the Chihuahua. We had the cat just a while ago, but now I've got the Chihuahua Brigade warning me that there's somebody walking within 5,000 miles of my house.
It was so funny because there's a guy named Mr. Wilson. He used to live 2 doors down from me on the street. I grew up 732 Shakespeare Drive in Berea, Ohio. That was my house growing up. And this guy had this Chihuahua tied. There was a pole in the middle of the yard, a really long rope or something. And this Chihuahua like made more noise than anything else in the entire neighborhood. But I said all that to say this. Toni Kaufman is getting ready to show you how to show up and make some noise in your business. So before we get into it, because I know you have a lot of great things to show. Oh, who's coming in the limo? Eileen's in the limo. Whoop, whoop. Anne's in the limo. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so
raise the roof. Raise the roof.
Yeah, we're not going to the next level. We're going to the top level because we're penthouse divas. So we go to the top.
Well, the Luxor has our suite ready. So
well, hallelujah for that. Can't wait. I always love going everywhere with you anyway, but I could talk about that forever and ever. But before I let you tell us a little bit more about some of the wonderful things that you're doing, I just actually saw you. You were just in Phoenix, and I drove to Phoenix on Friday evening. And on the way to Phoenix, I saw a billboard for the home show. I think it was like the home show or something. But there's like Martha Stewart's going to be there, and she was on the billboard. I'm like, hey, Toni Kaufman just sent me a picture of her and Martha Stewart in New York City at Carnegie Hall.
Yes.
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, we were there for 4 days, and I got to meet Martha. Of course, we took photos together. We did the back-to-back. I got your back look.
Yeah, I like that.
Which is kind of my signature move. And then I met Michael Gerber, who's my favorite artist from the E-Myth and the E-Myth Revisited, which he's one of those people that just opens your eyes. And I mean, his entire life has been spent helping entrepreneurs, small business grow. And he was just
he's phenomenal.
He was phenomenal.
Like,
I mean, he was on the stage.
Genius.
He did a hot seat for someone, and he's gotten to the point where we hope to arrive. He gets somebody in a chair in front of him. She asks him questions, and he goes, "You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it." And they'll say, "Why?" Your mindset's all wrong. You can't grow any further than we are right now because your mindset. And he can get that like
so important.
Questions.
It's so important. We had Jenny Harkle on a little bit earlier today.
Yes.
Well, when I was at her live event, and she was offering her higher level coaching package, Michael Gerber threw in like a whole marketing thing and training thing that goes with her program. And I was
love it. But I'll tell you who was the most fun. I got to meet, and this picture is coming soon. I just got it, as a matter of fact. I took pictures with Ice-T and his wife, Coco. And Ice-T had us, rolling in the aisles. He was just so wonderful. So I have a whole new level of respect for, what is that, Law and Order? What show is he?
Oh, yes. He's amazing. And he went from this rap career, to this successful acting career. And so you took a picture with Ice-T. That's Ice-T, people, not to be confused with Ice Cube. Ice-T. And Coco. Ice Cube is an actor now too.
His wife. Isn't that the cutest?
Yes.
She's the business manager, by the way. She handles every credit, every debit in that entire corporation. She's sharp as heck. Very impressed with her. And who would have thunk it, right?
I know. And you know what? And you took a picture, I think, in Phoenix with this lady named Dee Collins or something like that. You're gonna want to save that one. It may not be worth much now, but I guarantee one day it will. But the amount of people that like, didn't you tell me that you met Bill Gates?
Oh, many times, yeah.
Yes,
and back in the late '80s, early '90s, I was a Microsoft consultant, and my official title for us was Microsoft Technical Evangelist.
Mm.
And because we had to go out and spread the word and convert the heathens, we so
Yes, if you want to know who you're talking to, you have no idea who this woman is. Like just the fact that I know her, sometimes I just stop during the day and I'm like, I know Toni Kaufman. So, but she actually, had a regular job at one point, and she was doing the hourly thing, or however, I don't know how she got paid, but she built a business from scratch that went to 7 figures in just over 13 months, just a
yeah,
little over a year.
yeah,
I mean, she built it with her bare hands. I mean, and she had favor. Of course, she had God on her side, for sure. Her angels working with her.
double
But
time.
this woman has put in blood, sweat, tears. She was actually, she has like the highest security clearance, because who were you the computer trainer for?
I managed a transition team for Daddy George Bush, number
Mm-hmm.
41, George H.W.
Yeah.
And he became my favorite computer student because he had
Mm-hmm.
just come back. We brought him home to Houston, set up his office, set up his home, set up the library, and set up Kennebunkport. Most people don't know this, but Kennebunkport was actually completely destroyed after a hurricane, and they rebuilt the entire villa, the home, the family home.
Wow. Oh,
And so
wow.
I had the pleasure and privilege of working, arm to arm with President Bush, and we'll never
Were you
forget
over
that.
there at 10,000 Memorial?
I set up 10,000
You know,
Memorial. We
how
were
many
on the
times have
eighth
we
floor.
crossed paths? I used to do business in that building.
No. Oh, so
And the
they had you
person,
on.
somebody showed me the taco truck that former President Bush used to go to. There was some taco truck over there that he liked to go to, or something like that. But yeah, I
The
was like,
barbecue, the
mm-hmm,
barbecue truck.
yes. So
Autos. Autos
yeah.
was the brand.
So you have met so many people, so many entertainers, so many celebrities, so many high profile people. But actually, the first thing I want you to tell us about is you show people how to bring their inner celebrity out, and you are actually an expert at making people iconic. So you do book launches, all different types of businesses and all different types of industries. So tell us a little bit more about KDDM Inc., KDDM Works, and what you do to make people shine.
Thanks, Dee. And you know what's funny is we were you were probably with me at the conference one time. They were asking us what our superpower was. I think it was Jane Powers. And
Mhm.
it was then that it hit me that my superpower isn't in my ability to to do it myself. My superpower is my ability to recognize where I see you and bring you to that. And
Mhm.
so that's what I love doing. I basically listen to people, watch people, understand. I'm so sorry that somebody's
It's
walking in the
okay.
door.
It's okay. You know what? Because we're all just normal people, and we love. Tell us
All right,
what
sorry
the
about
dog's name is. He just wants to be on the show. He just wants to be on the show. He has something to say, and we've been saying we've kind of had a theme on a couple different of these live talks. Is who let the dogs out? So
Well, in this case,
I
the
was
little
singing it before we went.
chihuahua is the loudest mouth. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm going to have to
Okay.
edit all that out. You know that,
No,
right?
it's okay. Keep it in there. It adds flavor. It adds character. So.
So back to the super. I really think that that's what I enjoy doing the most. And at the
Mhm.
time when I was, trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my life, which was, just a few years ago, I met a young man named Jay Facette, who you had on the
Mm.
show earlier. And
He
Jay,
opened us up today.
he,
Yeah.
he sure did. Jay had he loves Venn diagrams. I mean, that's like his
Mhm.
trademark, right? He says, what do you do that you love to do? And what do you do that someone would pay you to do? And that spot right in the middle, that's
Mhm.
exactly where you belong. That's your job. That's your
That's your
that's
sweet
your
spot.
your your goal, right? Your sweet spot, exactly.
Absolutely.
And so I really had to think long and hard about what I used to do that I had the most fun at, and it is absolutely production, casting, creating shows, putting them on TV. I mean, doing whatever it takes to get them done. And
Tell
so
us
with
about
that
some
in
of the
mind,
shows you've done, because you've produced a lot of stuff, and
well, with your
you.
permission, I think I'll just open up the slideshow. How's that?
Oh, sure. Yes.
All
Bring
right.
it.
Why don't we do that? So basically, what I'd like to bring up to what I'd like to offer our attendees today is basically what I call the 2020 massive publicity power package. You do the M's, I'll
Mm.
do the P's.
Woo! Woo!
So the number one question I get from most clients is, what's the fastest way to become the authority? I know what I know, but how do I let other people know what I know? So that's becoming the authority. That's what becoming the go-to expert. And then, of course, more important than anything is celebrating and inspiring your movement, because that's what so many baby boomers have yet to arrive at, is okay, now that we've done so much with our lives, we're 50, 60 years old, and sometimes plus that. How do I become a world-class mentor? How do I become an entrepreneur? What am I supposed to talk about? What am I supposed to sell?
Right.
So,
what's my legacy? What kind of legacy am I leaving?
Exactly. And then while they're doing that, I've got to make sure, like Tammy Lane said, we got to reach more audiences than you ever thought possible. So how do you do it? There's planning involved in how to do that. So this is what I'd like to offer people, is how to rapidly grow your email list, your credibility, and your visibility without necessarily paid advertising or expert credentials. And it's so
Sign me
funny.
up.
Well, it's so funny because so many teachers, doctors, nurses are so used to being credentialed that they feel like they can't offer anything to anyone without becoming certified in this, becoming PhD in this. And the reality is, it's already here. You already know how to do that, with or without credentials. I used to, and please don't be offended in any way, but I mean, I used to love PhDs. I had 2 of them working for me. So,
I know. Well, they say people who know me, like I'm like that. Well, I always am a student of life, but I have so much schooling. They say I have more degrees than the thermometer.
I love you. So this is why we created this opportunity. My company, which stands for Kaufman Design Development Marketing, by the way, is KDDM, and a friend of ours who just launched exactly what I was looking for, which is the ETVN, the Entrepreneurs Network.tv. I think we've got a pretty good solution for folks. So, to my friends that are watching, if you're in the right place. If you want to attract quality clients, grow your email list like crazy, you want to stand out from the noise, make a big impact with your gift, be discovered, because great posting is the most low risk, high converting way to grow your email list authority and business. But more important than that, for about creating a great summit like the one you're watching is even 10 times faster. So why work with us? This is, of course, I love Tony Stark. Anyway, so worrying
Man,
is like,
that's piercing. Those eyes.
I love it.
Whoa.
Absolutely love him.
Powerful.
He's adoptable. Worrying is like praying for something that you don't want to happen. My mom used to say, listen, guys, worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, I mean, all of these things, they don't come from God or your source. So when you feel them, do this. Say, go away, go away. Okay, just brush it off, because something good's coming. So you had mentioned, my mouse button's going nuts. There we are, Dee. I did grab the shot of you and me in Phoenix. Where we are and what we go, I'll tell you what, I have met the most amazing people just in the last 18 months, and I could even tell you it's just been the most incredible trip, and I'd like to bring you with me. So who am I? I am #1 Amazon best-selling author for a book called Act 2, Your Show Must Go On, which is dedicated to baby boomers that have been laid off, fired, or separated from their jobs and just don't know what to do because they know they don't want to retire or they can't retire yet. So I also produced the annual Latin Grammys. I've produced American Idol, and Family Feud, and let me explain that. Fremantle Media and Fremantle Media Latin America produce the same shows in English and Spanish. So the Spanish version of, for example, American Idol is Objetivo Fama, which is objective fame. And then, of course, the next top model is Belleza Latina. And then Family Feud is called Que Dice la Gente, which means what people say. And so I helped cast and produce those. I had a show that ran for 2 years in Austin called Portraits of Austin, and a bunch of other shows that you've got there. But I think I've had the most fun creating the radio show and podcast called the World Class Mentors, which is being produced right now as a television show.
Mhm.
And that's what's coming up in 2020
Can I
is the
can
World.
I come back on? Because you had me as a guest on the podcast. Can I come back on
Oh,
again?
absolutely. And this time we
Okay.
show our faces.
Yay!
So this is going to, I mean, this is just emerging. World Class Mentors has been very successful, and I love the audience. And by the way, you can hear us on Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker, SoundCloud, all of YouTube. They're all up there. So, but if you go to entrepreneursnetwork.tv, you could also see the TV show coming up. And a lot of my clients are there. I'm very proud of their shows. And so this is what gave me the idea that by producing a summit, we can now turn those 10, for example, you're going to have 8 interviews equals 8 episodes that I can
Mhm.
turn into a TV show for you. And that could be one season of
So like in
the
one day, you
TV
could do
show.
a whole season
Yep.
in one day by
Yep.
doing these live talks. They're recorded while they're live. And then you take them and you add the intros and the outros to them, polish them up a little bit and then slap them on the
Bingo.
Entrepreneurs TV network. And you
Yep.
are like, pow,
And you're
all at
done.
once
But
in
here's
the
what we
next
do.
season.
You kind of do something that I call a drip campaign, so that we would have one of these episodes every Monday for the next 8 weeks. And so
Yes,
you
nice.
relaunch, repurpose. That's the magic word, guys, repurposing your videos. So what does a summit do? It creates a business aligned with your truth. It's the best and fastest way to catapult your authority. And we've already been through that.
And
Plus,
Toni, I'm sorry, I don't want mean to interrupt you, but can this be like for all different types of businesses and
oh my
different
gosh,
types of industries?
I just so
Um,
happen to have something handy for you. What do you think of that,
okay,
Dee?
what are you? Voila! Where were you hiding that at? How'd you?
That's the number one question I get is,
Because you
what
didn't
would I
know I was
talk
going to
about?
ask.
I don't know
Oh,
what I would talk about for, for a summit, 3 days, and they start freaking out on me. I said, listen, you can talk about cooking, you can talk about marketing, you can talk about entertainment. I mean, TMZ goes crazy, and all you got to do is gossip
entrepreneurship,
about people.
finance, health, arts,
Sales,
crafts,
travel,
history,
weddings.
entertainment, politics, technology. Oh, pets. We can
Yeah,
talk
you can
about the
talk about pets,
chihuahuas.
how to keep
We
a
can
chihuahua
talk about
quiet.
Nikki. Nikki said she sent us a message once. She's one of the producers on the team, and she said like a subject line for a marketing email that somebody wanted me to open, and I'm like, oh no, the cat really did sit on Nikki's keyboard.
That's true. I remember that. A cat really did sit. It's so funny. I love that we could work from our homes. I mean, this is not necessarily the laptop lifestyle that I'm looking for, but
Mm-hmm.
somebody posted a question today on Facebook and one of our friends pages, and she said, "What time do you wake up and go to work as an entrepreneur?" And people were saying 5:30 and 6 and 7, and I thought about it and I wrote down, anytime I want to wake up, I'll wake up and
Exactly.
go to work. That's
Right.
the reality of being an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur.
But I really admire you because it's not always easy to get up and do the work when you're at home, and you are so good at that. You are always working, you are on it, you don't slack on anything. And but I do love the time freedom that
Yeah,
entrepreneurship provides.
agreed.
And like, I can remember laying out at the beach with my laptop connected to the internet through my cell phone.
But it is true. I mean, that's kind of what we provided for ourselves. And I apologize again. The Chihuahua's going to start barking, and I'm so embarrassed. But anyway,
It's okay.
let's
It
go
really
back to
is
the next
okay.
slide. So
Hmm.
this invitation is for you if you have a desire to make a big impact and you've got a good story. You don't want to be just a fish in the sea. You're a leader. You want more
Oh,
freedom, just like we have in our life and our business, and you're willing to put in the work and what it takes to achieve. In one of the chapters in the book, Dee, that I wrote down, it's how do I get myself into the mind that my little business is an actual business? And my response to that is, you know what? Get up, get dressed, make your bed, make your breakfast. You're going to, if you set good habits in place in 30 days, you'll have good habits. And even if you're just working by yourself, if you're not expecting clients to come in, they come in all day long with me on this, on this board. Every
Mm-hmm.
time I have me, I literally have office hours between 2 and 4 o'clock every day where I'm always in the Zoom room. And if any of my clients want to come in and ask a question, I'm here for them. It's an open door
Mm-hmm.
policy for me. So,
I
and I
love
love
it.
meeting the women that are changing the world. So, by the way, if you are afraid of hosting a summit, trust me, everybody's doing it. I mean, I've seen them on LinkedIn, I've seen them on Facebook, I've seen them on YouTube, I've seen them on the channel. I mean, everybody's hosting a summit
I
because
wish I could have seen your PowerPoint before I did mine. You make mine look boring.
oh,
You're doing all this fancy stuff, but it's all this beauty.
this is the right programs at the right
Mm-hmm.
time, guys. And you got
Mm-hmm.
to remember, I was like PowerPoint queen here. I was with Microsoft. So what am I
Beautiful.
offering? World-class training and support. But listen, before you get too worried about that training part, I want you to understand that what we're offering you is a full done for you campaign. In other words, we do everything. You tell me who your Christmas wish list of guests is. Like Dee had a Christmas wish list of guests, and Nikki goes to work and we start getting you all the production down. We do your PowerPoint. We do the all the mechanics that it takes, all the software that it takes, and you start having fun with this one. You are never alone. Together we will take your movement farther, faster than you ever thought possible. But do not fear, we will do it with you step by step. And if you don't have time to be involved step by step, we'll do it all with you. And then you and I have a rehearsal because you're going to be a good host. And I know how to get you there. So your expertise plus your world-renowned guests, your VIP gifts and gifts for attendees and memberships and everything that your speakers bring with them is the fastest way to grow your business. Also, it's the fastest way for people to get to know you, like you, and what's that? What's the magic word, D?
Trust.
Trust you, right?
But listen, guess what? Us is right in the middle of trust. US,
Oh, I
us
love
is
that.
right in the middle of trust.
She's an
So,
author. You can tell she's a writer. I just love her. All right. Plus, once you're finished with your summit, we have all the content that I need to complete an entire season for you in your new TV show on Entrepreneurs TV. So let me tell you what's different about my offer and anybody else's is the key word to producing a summit. You've got your deliverables, which are all the emails, all the notices, all the we're going to do this, all the signups. That's all deliverable. That gets done for you. The production is the post, the pre-production and post. So it's like making it a movie is what we're doing. So you've seen with Dee that I have intro slides, guest slides, and then the exit slides. So all of that will be put to music and we'll have what they call a bumper, an intro, and we do all of that for you. But the most important part is I can have, and you can have 400 videos sitting on YouTube, but guess what's going to happen when they sit there? If you don't have distribution, that's the big word. If you don't have distribution, nobody's going to see them. And so the marketing and all of that that comes with that level of distribution, I'll tell you what, the very first week that your show is up on entrepreneursnetwork.tv, you immediately go into 50 channels. I mean, that's to start with. 50 channels is the
wow.
equivalent of about 500,000 viewers. And you see these channels because they're dying for content.
Mm-hmm.
Roku, Hulu, Voodoo, Zuzu. I mean, all these crazy
Oh,
names that are out there. I don't even know
YouTube.
what they're all out there and
Woo
they're
woo.
begging for content. I mean, I was telling a friend of mine, that's why you see reruns of the Beverly Hillbillies, is because they're
Mm-hmm.
buying everything.
Or they'll take something from a long time ago and make a movie about it now because they're running out of content.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a whole documentaries channel for right now. so,
Mm-hmm.
so the distribution is extremely important because we need to get you seen. So some people have asked me, what does it mean to be an icon of influence? And in my mind, an icon of influence is basically someone who achieves that level by getting that 10,000 mark, 10,000 downloads, 10,000 seen as. And so my job is to get you up to that level as quickly as possible. And I just so happen, secret sauce, I just so happen to know that ETVN is in talks right now with Thailand, India, and China. And so if any of those hit before 2020, then you're not talking about 500,000 viewers. You're talking about 500 million viewers.
My.
Those countries love American content.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing for you, is I'm always watching out to see where we're going to distribute you.
So let me say this, Toni, and I'm sorry, I know you have a lot to tell us, but have you seen the movie Aladdin?
Sure.
Okay, so you're making me think right now, the part where the genie is getting ready to make Aladdin into the prince, and he says, "Hold on, kid, I'm gonna make you a star." Who's the genie here? Toni Kaufman is.
No, but there is a difference between an agent and a producer. So we'll get to that in a minute. So
Okay.
the recap is, this is the fastest way to connect with the influencers and have them speak at your event. Now, I can't tell you how many people say on the top of their list they want Tony Robbins and Oprah. It probably ain't going to happen. But let me tell you this, most people that are listening to us have already purchased courses or been to live events. And wherever you have already, I think Jay says it best, you have to buy their stuff, and he doesn't say it that nicely. You have to buy their stuff and they'll buy yours, right? Okay. So anyone that you've ever purchased anything from, I would like to know about it, because that means that you support them and they're an influencer of yours. And I'm going to go to them and say, by the way, we're having this summit for, Tia Farmer, and Tia Farmer has bought this program from you. Would you please be a guest on her summit? And most of the time it's a yes, because they know that they support the people who support them. So that's how we create it. And we create everything.
You've booked me into quite a few summits. I'm booked in summits coming up. I don't even know what the name of them are, because it's like so fast. And I'm just like, what? Okay, sign me up, send me the info, I'll be there.
It's so funny, because every time I go to live events, I hear people say, well, I wish that I could get more of this, and I wish that I could get more of that. And I just kind of sit back at the table and go, be careful what you wish for.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
I could get you in 6 summits like right now.
I'm like, right now I need to like prop my eyes open with toothpicks, because I slept like an hour and a half last night. Just like, come on.
So I'm going to just get right into it, Dee. Here's what I want to give folks. I'm going to give them a 6-week live video training course that tells you how to do it, what to do it, how to appear, and how to be the best host you can possibly be. I'd like to give you a success summit planner. And you're going to laugh at me, part of that success summit planner is I have a friend of mine who does the gimme bags for the movie stars at the academies and all the major awards. Well, she has what's called a red carpet planner, which is every single major red carpet event nationwide, sometimes worldwide in case of Fashion Week. But I just throw that into the last 3 pages because it's just so much fun to see it. We may never go to the Grammys or never go to a movie premiere, but we're going to know where they're at and what time they're at. So I throw that in. But a successful summit planner is coming to you with the email templates, what we call the swipe copy, the video scripts, the summit attendees, the expert speakers, and affiliates. This is how you get people to promote for you, is to create the affiliates. So you're going to get that. Plus, you ready for this? Private only member forum, which is priceless, because we will communicate with each other about what works, what doesn't work, what's good, what's bad. Everything goes in there. Insider strategies from 6-figure summit hosts. We have quite a few of them, and this is a free bonus. Okay, this is what it's worth, but this is a free bonus for you, because I just happen to have a connection with some 6-figure strategists who do summits all year long. ClickFunnels page templates and social media designs. So that's already done for you. The invitations that you guys got on the email that said upgrade from 0 to 77 to 97, that's called a funnel. That's a page template that we can build for you.
So for this one, it's 27 and 47 because we're only one day.
That's
but
true.
On the 3-day ones, that's what you're looking at.
Yes, that is. That's very true. 27 is your upgrade, and then 47 is your VIP. Oh, no brainer. Just please do it. So far the VIP gifts that I've seen alone are worth pretty close to, if not over $10,000. So it's a no brainer to upgrade. And then the Telesummit Club, this is what puts you in front of people, because I can get you in front of the other Telesummit hosts that are looking for guests and they're looking for experts. And then 7, remember those little office hours? We'll have 7 of those days just for you, 1 every week. So I'd love to do that to help you out. And then, okay, if I can get this, okay. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It's somebody made it change colors for me. Excuse me. The fast action bonus is what the course that you and I were talking about, the celebrity within, how to become your own agent and your own publicist.
Oh, that's super powerful. And also we have about 5 minutes.
Okay. The total value of all the components I've just put together is about $27,000.
No,
I have one thing I want you guys to do, and Dee, would you please put it in the, we have the entire course for that much, but I also have another gift. What I'd like to do is to get you to do this. I'm going to stop sharing because I don't want any money right now. I do want you to go, this is for all panelists and attendees, I'm sure it's getting to everybody. If you would text to this number, 474747, text the word Toni to that number, you're going to receive my landing page that takes you directly to where you can book a free session with me. We can do a meet and greet. We can do, oh my goodness, we can talk about, there's so many things that you might want to talk about. My favorite thing to do with you as one of our guests is to do what I call a mind mapping session. That's where I'm kind of one of those people that think in images. D things in words. I'm a visual person, so I create bubbles and circles that takes you from where you are to where you're going to be. And basically, in about 90 minutes, we can lay out a 3 to 5 year marketing plan for you that includes 2 summits a year. So,
and how long?
In 90 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, that's how I think in terms of, I've done so many marketing plans. I've done so many business plans. I just put them together in bubbles. So this is what I'm going to offer you for free right now. And if you're interested, after we learn who you are, what you're doing, where you are, if you're interested in doing the summits, I will honor that price. That's basically 1/10 of the cost of that program. So let's talk first. Text the word Toni to the number 474747. By the way, that also takes you to, if you want to be a guest, this is my free gift to your attendees, Dee. If you want to be a guest on the World Class Mentors in 2020, that's where you go fill out the form. So you'll see, be my guest. You'll see, let's do a mind mapping session, and you'll also see where my book is. So you can download for free the worksheets to that book to help you figure out where you are on your hero's journey and who you are on the archetypes that we make for you.
I can never figure out where you hide your cape, but I know it's there, Toni. I know it's there. I hope that you guys got a lot out of this. I know you did, because I was here and I already know Toni, and I got a lot out of the talk today. So I'm super excited. You are so super generous with your gifts and everything that you're giving, and you are amazing. As a matter of fact, that's what I called you. You're one of the people who's profiled in my most recent book, Muscle Memory Millionaire.
Thank you.
Yes, and
I need to tell you all, when she sent me what she wrote, I was literally in tears, because I just never, it's so funny how you never realize the effect you have on people. And what you just
don't make me cry.
Everything.
I gotta talk next. You're making me cry. I'm gonna be like, people in the next session are gonna wonder why I'm showing up crying to my last summit talk. Yeah, but yeah, I call you an amazepreneur, because you are amazing, and you definitely have the Midas touch.
Eileen says she booked her appointment. Yay, Eileen!
Eileen!
Thank you, Van. I'm looking forward to meeting you too. Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes. Oh, you'll love Van. She is a very professional businesswoman, wonderful person. And if you need somebody to pray for you, she is like out of this world prayer warrior. So,
Oh, I love that.
mhm.
Absolutely love. Oh, you're about to cry too.
Who's crying? You're crying. I'm about to cry too. Oh, okay. So let's just have a cry party. I'm gonna have a cry summit,
It's my
a cry
party and
tell
I'll
summit.
cry if I want to.
I want to. So we definitely want you to upgrade. We are sorry, but we do have to end the session. We have had the amazing Toni Kaufman with KDDM Inc. You didn't even get a chance to tell about your virtual assistance program, but that's something else she's doing. And just connect with her. And when you get in the call, she'll be able to tell you everything else
Hey,
that she
Dee,
does. Mhm.
hold on. Everyone who books a session with me, I'm going to gift 10 hours of free virtual assistant services in the next 90 days.
Can I book a call with you?
You, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I want 10 hours.
That's there you go.
Mhm.
That's the end of it. 10 hours in the next 90 days of free virtual assistant. And by the way, that can also go towards the producer that's calling your guests for you. So
Oh,
we'll credit 10
do
hours of the
this.
producer's time.
Do this now, people. You
Yeah.
do not want to miss. This is amazing. Man, so wow. So you know what? I should have just made you last. They say save the best for
Oh,
last, right? I
no,
mean,
you're
this is
the one.
amazing. I'm stopping the summit now. That's it. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. But we want you to definitely connect with Toni Kaufman. Make sure you text the word Toni, Toni, to 474747. And we do have one more speaker left in this monumental monetization masterclass. And that's yours truly. It's me. So I'm going to be speaking at the next session, which is going to start in about 14 minutes. So if you can hold on and stay with us one more time, I have a lot of information to give you. And, you know, some people think I talk a lot. I don't think I talk that much. But yeah, I have a lot to say. So I'm going to give you an earful, but it's going to be an earful of great and phenomenal things. And it's going to be exciting and it's going to be fun. And whatever pops into my mind, I'm just going to share different things with you. And I hope that you can just grab something out of it. And I'm going to just throw the spaghetti against the wall and see what sticks. So,
And you guys, hey, Dee,
mhm.
in February, we're going to announce I'm bringing things home, guys. In Houston, Texas, we're going to have Dee and I are going to do a live 3-day event. Be sure, I know the names that are here as our folks. You've got 2 free tickets to that event. So we will make sure we
Yes.
honor that, Dee.
Oh, it's going to be on like popcorn. So, and I used to live in Houston. I love Houston. I can't wait to go there. I can't wait just to be there with you. And make sure if you have not upgraded to VIP for this event that you're watching right now, when you upgrade to VIP, you can get replays of all of the talks from today, even including Iman's talk that we're working on getting on the air. So you will not miss out on that talk. And you can go and see it now on my Facebook page or on my professional page. And I will also see if I can drop the link in on the next talk. If you upgrade to the top level of VIP, not only do you get replays of all of the talks, but you get all of the VIP gifts, which is amazing. Okay, I have to get out of here because I need to go get a drink of water and come back and see you in a few minutes. I'll be on at
Mary, I
4
will see
p.m.
what doesn't deliver for you. I'd be happy to talk with you later. Thank you, Mary. Oh,
Pacific
I
time.
think if you're in Canada, it doesn't work. I'm not sure we have to.
Oh no, I think she's talking about Iman's talk.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Can you type yes? We had a technical problem, so we're working with Hey Summit to get that resolved. We did post the link where you can watch it, and if you tune into the next session, I can make sure that we get the link in there, so that it'll be up for a limited time.
Well,
Okay,
thank you
yummy,
for
yummy,
hanging.
yummy. You give
Bye.
value. Wow, love you.